Okay, great. Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. Thank you for being with us here tonight on our Wednesday webinar. We're excited that you're here. And because you're here, we know that someone cares about you very much. We're excited to share some information. We're going to take about 30 minutes tonight to talk about how you can use Nutrigenomics to flip the switch to just live a healthier, more vibrant, and longer life, something that is really exciting. We're glad you're here. We're excited to share it with you tonight. I'm Julia Mills. I'm a Pro 5 with LifeVantage. I'm a healthcare business consultant. Previously was in the pharmaceutical sales industry and was a teacher. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and I've been with LifeVantage now for about 6 years, and absolutely was the best decision that I've ever made. Tonight, we're honored to have Dr. Jess Buhler as our guest speaker. Dr. Jess is a Pro 6 with LifeVantage, and she's married to Matt, has 5 children, and owns her own chiropractic business in Central South Dakota. She has her doctorate in chiropractic with additional certifications in acupuncture and NAET. She is intentionally curious and is always looking for ways to improve health naturally. She is passionate about this new technology and empowering others to take control of their health and their life through the LifeVantage opportunity. So thanks again for being here. And Dr. Jess, excited to learn from you tonight.
Thank you, Julia. So I'm going to tell you guys just a little bit about my story and how LifeVantage found me, even though at the time I really didn't think I was looking for it. So nutrition wasn't a major focus for me until my best friend had a scary diagnosis. And in order to help her from a distance, I was in charge of her nutrition. So I researched and I spent countless hours learning how nutrition impacted the body. And I learned about many, many supplementation protocols. I don't even want to tell you how much stuff she was taking. It was crazy. And I learned about some of the pathways that we're going to talk about tonight. And even though I had prayed for these products, for something stronger, for something more powerful, for a miracle, I did not come across this company. And once I did, once I watched the ABC report we're going to watch tonight and really dove into the research and learned the difference between activation versus supplementation and realized the caliber of physicians that were already partnered with this company, I knew that if this was real, I had to share it. If this was real, I could impact so many lives because you see, with knowledge comes responsibility. So I couldn't get this product into my hands and into the bodies of those that I love and care about fast enough. And although at the time I personally was supplementing with high quality physician only sold products, my hair was falling out like crazy. Like I was wondering if I was going to be bald, and I've always had crazy thick hair. I had skin issues. I had gained weight. I couldn't lose it no matter what I did. I wasn't sleeping well, and I always felt fatigued even when I slept for hours. But all of that changed shortly after I started activating my body. Meanwhile, being a busy mom and business owner, I was going through all of the motions and never felt like it was enough. When I decreased my office hours, I felt torn because I couldn't get everyone in. And when I worked more, I felt guilty for not being with my kids who were getting bigger and more involved. I literally had no balance. And I don't know if any of you moms can relate to that feeling, but I knew I had a moral obligation to share these products without attachment. And it wasn't long before I fell in love with this business. I was getting paid to share this with others. I was traveling with people I wanted to be around. I was surrounded by people I wanted to be like, and I was getting pushed out of my comfort zone and growing personally. And I was impacting lives I never would have even met if not for the beauty of this business model. I have all the same passion to empower others to become the best version of themselves when it comes to their health. And now I'm able to lead a team with a simple system to create the balance in their lives that I now have thanks to this business. And I know, because I have built my business in literally the nooks and crannies of my life, that if I can do this, so can you. So I just want to welcome you guys here tonight. We're going to talk about a company called LifeVantage. I could spend all night literally just covering the in-depth details of the science on this. And what I want to give you is just a brief enough overview for you to know that there is even more research to look into. So if you are detail oriented, know that there are more specifics and we can get those to you, but this is going to be general. But general enough to give you a really good idea to understand that what we have is something very unique, something no one else has, something we don't even have competitors to yet. So we're going to get started. Welcome. Proper disclosures. This company is a publicly traded company, so you can find our compensation plan clearly. Our average earnings disclosure is there as well. There are 4 components that we will cover tonight. The first is the products and the science. The second is the compensation. The third is the timing. And the fourth is our system. So products and science. LifeVantage began in a lab with a single question. Is declining health something we have to simply accept as part of getting older? The first discovery was that our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy. And then decades later, we discovered a way to activate these abilities. In 2003, our company was formed to continue this research and share it with the world. So we started in 2003 with 1 patent, 1 peer-reviewed published study that was funded by our company. And we had a claim that we could reduce oxidative stress on average 40% in 30 days, a claim that has not been done before that or since that by a natural product. And in 2005, there was an ABC primetime investigative report done on our product that led to a flurry of media attention. So I don't know if you remember back when the news was actually real news, but this news report was a big deal. And this investigation was done to debunk our company, but instead reinforced it. So we're going to watch just a very short clip of that right now.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig. Dr. McCord, okay. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist. This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
It
wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company. They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress. We all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes 2 antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks, even mental disease. Yes, depression, Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Crapo with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Protandim for the company. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result, my level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old to find out that I should have taken it.
So whoever invited you here can share that clip again and a longer version too if you want to see more details of that. But at least you kind of have a general idea of where we started. Immediately following that, many universities and prestigious medical centers began doing their own self-funded research on our new approach to health. And we switched from retail sales, we were on the shelves of stores like Walgreens and GNC, to direct sales in 2009. And so now you must purchase this through an independent LifeVantage distributor, like the person who invited you to watch this webinar tonight. So we began using a concept called activation to address the leading theories on health decline. So the first theory of aging is oxidative stress. So this is what that ABC Primetime report was about. So with normal reactions in our body, we produce things called free radicals, and these bounce into different cells and they cause damage. Typically, the solution is the body will produce antioxidants to combat or attempt to lower that oxidative stress load. But those free radicals don't care which cells they bounce into, and they can impact every single system in your body. And so the hurdle or the problem is that our production of antioxidants slows down over time. So again, we produce those in regular reactions, things like breathing, digesting our food, etc. But we also produce them when we're exposed to other kinds of toxins with things in our diet or in our environment, toxins, pollutions, too much exercise, not enough exercise, different forms of radiation, so many things. Everyone has oxidative stress. No one gets to escape it, right? So the solution is a switch called the NRF2 pathway. And this is the pathway responsible for our antioxidant production. You see the 5 inputs, they're blended together perfectly to get this impact. And what happens when we take this is instead of taking the antioxidants, we are able to switch on that pathway in our body, and our body starts producing its own antioxidants. And so what happens with that is NRF2 is actually a protein messenger within every cell. And if we are able to turn on that switch in every single cell, all of the cells start producing them. And we start producing our own antioxidants at a rate of 1,000,000 to 1 every single second. So we're not only able to lower oxidative stress on average of 40% in 30 days, but we also increase our superoxide dismutase, our catalase, our glutathione, a buzzword you've probably heard about in the news recently, supports the body's natural ability to rejuvenate, to heal, our natural defenses. So with supplements, the idea is a one and done kind of deal. You take it, you have to consume it. But look at how many antioxidants you'd have to consume to get the same impact of one NRF2 protandim. So 11 pounds of blueberries a day, 375 oranges. We're not saying that these things are not good for you. They 100% are still good for you, and you still need to eat and consume direct antioxidants, but not just for their antioxidant benefit, right? When it comes to lowering our oxidative stress load, you cannot eat enough blueberries, right? That was the magnificent thing. That was why there was an ABC primetime report, because lowering the oxidative stress load is a really, really big deal. So lowering by 40% in just 30 days, an accumulative effect where the longer we take it, the more that impact is a really big deal. And again, producing your own at a rate of 1,000,000 to 1 every second, or trying to consume them directly, there just is no comparison of supplementation to activation. Totally different process. Over 25 peer-reviewed journal publications. You can check these all out on PubMed.gov. This is some incredible research, and I really wish I could spend some time just highlighting some of these specific studies. But do your own due diligence. Check this research out. Washington State University said NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary preventive breakthrough in the history of health. You guys, I'm telling you, if you cannot get excited about this product, and if you are not excited to learn more about this product alone, there is nothing when it comes to nutraceuticals that will excite you, because this is something that we're talking about, something that began 2003 and it's 2021 and there's nothing comparable. Let's just say that when this was a breakthrough, it's still a breakthrough and people still don't know about it. So we're going to keep going, but I just really hope that you get the excitement that I have for this product, because it literally is life-changing for many. The second theory of aging is that of mitochondrial decline. And if you remember from your elementary science classes, the mitochondria are the energy producing part of the cell. And so when they decline, when they are dysfunctional, when they are damaged, the body's solution is to try to fix them, right? Or remove the damaged ones. But our ability to do that slows over time as well. So the solution is to turn on the switch for the NRF1 pathway. Again, NRF1 is a protein messenger within every cell, just like the NRF2 protein messenger, right? And when we turn that on with these 5 inputs, we get more cellular energy, we get improved sleep, we get a better ability to heal. And it supports our cognitive and brain and circulatory systems as well. But I want to talk to you just one moment about these 5 inputs, because very similar to the 5 inputs that were in our NRF2 protandim, these are very specifically blended. So this would be like if this was your recipe for bread and I just told you these are the things in bread and I didn't tell you how much of what, and you just combined them, you're not going to get bread, right? It's the same impact in our body. There's a synergy of how those components are combined to get that output. So you might be taking some of these 5 things, maybe all of them. Maybe you were taking all 5 of the components of our NRF2 protandim, but I guarantee you weren't getting the same result. In fact, almost all, remember I told you about those supplementation protocols? Almost all supplementation protocols are set for therapeutic dosages. What does that mean? A lot of it. You need a lot of it to get the impact. And with what we're talking about, with the synergy of the components, we need very small amounts to get a massive impact. And that is a huge difference. The third theory of aging is that of decline in sirtuin activity. Sirtuins are like the waste crew. They come in and they just clean everything up. But they're produced in high quantities when we are in a fasted state. If you remember back to our roots as hunters and gatherers, we were designed for periods of fast and periods of feast. And instead, most of us live in a period of feast, if you will. But there's a lot of benefits to being in that fasted state, including mental and physical energy, motivation, mood, cardiovascular health, maintaining cholesterol levels, joint health, healthy DNA, healthy inflammation. Now think about it. You have to be smart enough to outrun a bear and then strong enough to kill it. So you needed all of those things. And that's exactly what sirtuins allow us to do. They allowed somebody in the fasted state to be able to do that. And they allow us now with the ability to produce those sirtuins in a higher quantity to get there too. So over time, our body's production of those sirtuins slows over time. And so the solution is another pathway. You guessed it. There's a switch to turn on the production of those sirtuins. Here we have 4 components blended perfectly to give us all of those benefits that we just mentioned. So these 3 together, are known as the Protandem Tri-Synergizer because there are 3 different products here: NRF2, NRF1, and NAD synergizers. They come in bottles, or a jar where you open it up and measure out what you need, or they're pre-packaged in these handy little convenient on-the-go packets. So look at what happens when you would take these independently. This is the NRF2, NRF1, and NAD pathways. And now look what happens when you take all 3 together. You guys, they redid this study not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times, because even the researchers could not believe the results of this. And look at this. Who wouldn't want 73% increase in their antioxidant and detoxification, or 838% increase in their healthy inflammatory response? Or how about your metabolism? Would you like that up by 84%? And how about the regulation of mitochondrial biogenesis, our ability to make more mitochondria, up by 118%? And then we have the key enzyme in our NAD recycling, our ability to use it again, and then also the synthesis of NAD as well. So you guys, it's a big deal not only to take these independently, but taken at the same time. We have this beauty of these products, these activators. This activation concept is something that sets LifeVantage apart from every other company you're ever going to hear about. Okay, but not only that, this is not meant to be overwhelming, but I want you to realize that this company also has a lot of other stellar products. And honestly, each one of these products could be its own company and stand alone because they are that good. But want to take that concept of activation to our 4-legged friends with Pet Tandem for dogs, and then NRF2 activation specifically for our hair care and our hair follicles and our scalp with a True Science hair care system. Quick story about that. Within a few weeks, like literally 2 weeks of using this hair care product, my hairstylist was asking me what I was doing with my hair because I had so much new hair growth. And even before that, just taking our activators, my hairstylist could tell I was doing something different because I had so much new hair growth. And after 2 months of using the hair care system, I didn't even need the serum because my hair was so thick and full. So I'm telling you, this stuff works. And then the True Science hair care, our skincare system. You guys, we have a study done by the National Institute of Aging, a 10-year study that showed that our NRF2 Protandem was the only natural product proven to increase lifespan, our health span in my 7% on average. So they've created this formulation to activate or cause that anti-aging impact from the outside in. So we get it from the inside out and we get it from the outside in with our True Science skincare line. And then we took NRF2 activation and we applied it specifically to the brain with Axio, our brain drink. And this allows the neurotransmitters in our brain to connect to the appropriate receptors so that your brain can function as it should. So, you need to do a workout, you need to focus for a presentation. I know a little guy whose verbal skills went up by almost 50% in just a week of using this every single day, just one day, every day. And his verbal skills went up 50%. So these products are changing people's lives for the better. What else do we have? Stacks. Our Vitality Stack is an award-winning stack. It has our Protandim NRF2 in 1, along with our probiotic and our omega-3 product as well. And our company has stacked our products together nicely to make them more affordable for you, to make them convenient and on the go, and to just give you whatever it is that you want. We also have our physique weight management line. Why? Because people are looking for ways to manage their weight. And this one really does just that, up your gut functioning and really target that visceral fat, the scary stuff that surrounds our organs. So the last two things I want to talk about are our ProBio and our Omega Plus. Last products, I promise. So ProBio is our probiotic, and your gut is a really huge thing. And so if you don't know a lot about your gut, just know that 75% of your immune system is there, 90% of your serotonin, 50% of your dopamine, all of your neurotransmitters. Every single person from in utero till death should be taking a good, high quality probiotic. And what is cool about ours is that they utilized a technology that allows it to bypass your stomach acid and actually get to the small and large intestine where we need those organisms to do their jobs. So this is a really big deal. And then behind the screens where we're talking is a picture of our Omega Plus, which is our omega-3 product, our fish oil. So we have EPA and DHA, and the plus is by D3 and also omega-7 for metabolism. So, and again, if you ask me, from in utero till death, you need an omega-3 product because they become incorporated into every cell membrane. And that's how cells communicate, is through their cell membrane. So if you add those good fats and you have that fluidity, your cells communicate better. And that leads to a healthier you, healthier systems, healthier, happier cells. So really, this is just the whole kit and caboodle. So how do you get these products, right? If you're listening to this and you were wondering, well, how do I get it? It's not so, you told us it wasn't sold in stores anymore, right? I have to get it through the person that invited me here, right? Yes, you do. And that person will have their own replicated website. It's going to look just like this. And they could send you to their site. You can check out what you want, look at more details, pick what you want, and literally check out just like you would from any other store online at your convenience, which is super duper cool. The other thing you could do is reach out to the person who invited you and ask them, hey, what do you think about me trying this? Or ask them for their recommendation. It's always interesting to see what people recommend. And then what happens is that, this is cool, they can send you a preloaded cart. So all you have to do is check out. Easy, easy, easy. You guys, we want this to be smooth. We want to cut out the middleman. We want to get the products to you as cheap as we possibly can. And the way to do that is to cut out the middleman and make it so you can do it when it works for you and your life. So what we're going to do, what Julia is going to do now, is tell us, a little more about this. What can you do if you wanted to know more than just how do I get the products into my body?
Absolutely. Gosh, Dr. Jess, I could listen to you all night. This is why I love this company. So coming from the pharmaceutical industry and working with some of the doctors like Dr. Jess, who are so knowledgeable, and she just touched, on the top with everything. There is so much research and science behind these products. It's just unbelievable. So I love this company because of the people like you, Dr. Jess. Thank you so much for that information. It's just truly incredible. So we did say we're going to keep this to 30 minutes, and we're going to do our best to do that. But I will say the majority of our business, the majority of our company are customers. About 80% of the revenue with LifeVantage are customers who buy our products day after day, month after month, year after year. And when I saw that ABC News report, I said, I'm going to be taking these products for the rest of my life. So is my family. But I also saw the business side of it because I thought, like you just said, Dr. Jess, we can take out the middleman. Customers pay wholesale, distributors pay wholesale, and distributors are really just customers who get paid to share by LifeVantage. So we go direct to consumer. Getting started is so affordable, so low risk. It's your products. You get started with products and a business site, a business kit. It's just incredible. And that business site, you pay one time, the company manages it for the life of your business. It's unbelievable. So there were the 3 ways to get started, different packs. You save between 31% and 35% by picking the pack that's right for you. It's an excellent way to get started. It's really the best way to get started. And then you decide on a monthly basis, what are the needs for you and your family? So as a business owner, and you can go to the next slide, Jess, you get paid weekly and you get paid monthly just by sharing this information. It's amazing. We get you into profit mode right away. So there's a system. The system is to get your business profitable. Like I said, we get paid weekly and monthly. You get paid 40% a Smart Start bonus. That helps give you a return on your investment. So when you buy your pack, your team, which is a large team, the company, we're really one big LifeVantage family. We help you get your return on investment and start building your own organization of people that you're working with to share this information, this health information, which everyone today needs to know about. The timing is everything. It's like location, location, location in real estate. In a business, it's timing. This is the perfect time to have a side business. When I was laid off in the pharmaceutical industry and then lost a second job 3 years later, I did not have a plan B. I am not going to be without a plan B again. My family is too important. And so for me, being able to have a side business from home that I can do anywhere, from my phone, from my laptop, social sharing, using our social networks to share information. You have a virtual office, minimal business assets, no inventory is required. The company does literally everything for you. What your job is to share the information, invite, connect them to a tool, which we have so many, and then connect them to the team. Why LifeVantage and why now? Because most of the United States and Canada and the world, we're in about 20 countries now, do not know about LifeVantage, even though we're one of 10 direct sales companies that's publicly traded on the NASDAQ. In fact, we rang the closing bell on Wellness Week last year. You know, we are a very strong company, $250 million company per year, and 60% increase in wellness. And that's just only going to continue to increase. So when you look at some of the other categories on the right, leisure, education, clothing, personal care, home, and services, wellness is by far taking off. So the trend is there. This is definitely a trend you want to be in. And finally, with oxidative stress, which is really the core of what we're doing, is we're reducing oxidative stress, improving mitochondrial function, increasing your citrulline activity. We're flipping the switches in your cells. Far more effective than supplementation. We're activating. And the studies with oxidative stress, if you go to PubMed.gov, type in oxidative stress, you will see 220,000 plus studies linking oxidative stress to diseases of aging. The income. So because we're publicly traded, everything is transparent. So Pro 3 is a foundational rank with our company. We've done statistics, and for folks who reach a Pro 3, which is 5,000 in monthly volume, those business partners are with the company for 5 years in long term, which is really excellent stability. When you look at it, the company has paid out $7,402,842 to the Pro 3s across the company. And Pro 3s earn on average about $626 a month. That's just income that comes in on the 15th of the month every month. A Pro 5, Premier Pro 5, is the premier rank, and when you reach that rank of 20,000 in monthly volume, you're sent to Pro 5 Summit, all expenses paid, advanced training with LifeVantage, and you earn about $3,107 a month leveraged income. By this time, you're building a team, you have an organization. Elite Pro 7, to be an elite member of our company is a high honor. And this is 100,000 in monthly volume, earning on average about $13,402 a month. And you're now starting to tap into the global bonus pool, which is something that was really exciting for me when I saw the full compensation plan. There's a lot of different ways to get paid. We're keeping it really simple for you here, but when you reach Pro 7, you're going to start to earn a percentage of every product that's sold in the world, regardless if you sold it or not. If it's sold, you're going to earn a percentage of that, and that just starts to increase. Can I do this? This is something that I asked myself. A doctor shared this with me about 6 years ago, and she was using it with her patients, and I was blown away by the science and the research, but I didn't know if I could do the business. It's very easy to do because we have a system, and the system is simple and it's effective. What you get is 24/7 support, an easy to follow system. The people in this company are the most generous, smart, and caring people I've ever worked with in my life. If you need help, you will get it. All you need to do is ask. Everybody definitely is there to help. Launch, learn, lead, regular team meetings, weekly, monthly, on skill set, mindset, leadership. So we have science training, we have business training, regular corporate events and training. We have Saturday Success Mastery trainings, which are excellent. And everything's done virtually now. It's very easy. Incentives. We just got an incentive trip to Cabo announced today, which looks pretty darn nice in the middle of winter. There's incentive trips. There's monetary incentives as well, and private support communities. We have many Facebook groups and groups where you can get the help that you need. At this point, people start to say to themselves, well, geez, you know, I looked at that science, looked at the products. I need better health. My family does. I want to be a customer, pay wholesale, and get started on that. Some people want to jump right into the business. They already know that they're going to be sharing this. And so they want to just get started like that. Many times people start as a customer and then they upgrade to a business partner. Some of you need more information, of course. So get back to the person that introduced you to this, that invited you to this presentation, and get all your questions answered. Absolutely. We all had questions and we did our due diligence, like Dr. Jess said. And we are excited. We are excited where this company is going. We're excited where we've been. And it's just been a blessing to everyone that I've met in this company, including myself. So Dr. Jess, do you want to say any final words?
I just, again, want to thank you for getting on and remind you to get back to who invited you here, to just let them know where you are and let us help you get what it is that you want.
Thank you, everybody.